everybody! Gingershadow here, and my god is it cold up here! Also, I'm a giant! My god, I feel huge. Feels weird. Anyway, hello, welcome, Bazoo! We're back! We're recording an episode for once. What the bloody hell is going on down there? What have I came back to? I don't even know anymore. Anyway, we're recording an episode for the first time in eons. Also, we're on our owns. Why are we on our owns? Well, Demon's off in a boat still. I asked Pat and Mitch, and I don't really know what's going on with them. All I know is that Pat has been drinking since midday, so that bodes well. I don't know what's happening. Pat, I don't think has any episodes of this stored up either, though, so I don't know whether he's planning to stream this or something, or whether he's planning to record later on, or what. But either way, just see what's happening. I don't know what Mitch is doing. Mitch is doing a thing. Anyway, we're on our ownsies today, I suppose, so tis what it is, so I guess we'll just find some bits and pieces to do on ourselves. Again, what the hell is going on down here? That's now a thing. Why is there... I don't even know anymore. Right, okay, cool. It's not hurting anyone, so I don't care. Right, anyway, but it's just us and Yami. Do you mind them? Not really. Or mind getting blown up by that creeper. The ball. As long as they don't start littering in weird places. Stay in my room, goddammit. Alright, some things have happened since last time. So last time, we did the World Merchandise Tourney Mod. Or sorry, the Super Dragon C World Tourney Mod. And it went well in some ways. Didn't go quite that so well in other ways. AKA, we didn't win and retain our title. Unfortunate. But to be fair, looking back on it, well, it was my own fault anyway. I could have won that. To be fair, it literally went down to like one hit, and like both of us were one hit away. So it's not like it was one of those ones where I got demolished. It was like super closely close. So although part of that's due to the fact that mid tourney mod I managed to gain the legendary status. That was lucky. That was really lucky actually. And yeah, I think part of the reason why I ended up losing is because I got a bit cocky because I got the status. As soon as I got that, I thought, I've won. Because at this point, who's gonna stop me? Who would have the power to be able to stop me? Well, it's mathematically proven that, yeah, quite a few people could have the power to stop me, because Legendary is not all that. It's a big boost, and it certainly gave me a good chance of winning, but it's not the be-all and end-all, which I'll explain now in a bit. But before that, I've got a thing to show off. Actually, I've got two things to show off. One, I found this thing. I am pretty sure this was mentioned in Discord or in a comment section. It might have been Pat's comment section, actually. Basically, yeah, some people have went off and have started building... They've started building, essentially, like, I guess, Beerus's planet thing? Like, the little platform thingy that Beerus hangs out on. Obviously, it's not an exact replica, but either way, it's the square, triangle thingy with the tree on top. Cool. It's actually a cool tree as well, so that's the thing. This is quite interestingly done, because there's no fucking sapling that just plants like this. Someone had to go and, like, literally put this in. It's using a combination of what I assume is, yes, silver wood and oak leaves. So yeah, it's quite nice. I just found this. It's next to where Goku's is. How did I find this? Well, I've been hanging next to Goku's as well, because I was also building a thing for reasons. I don't really know what those reasons are, to be fair, but I did start building a thing for reasons. Where are the... Goku's there. Turns out Babidi's right over there. That's odd. Yeah, so we've got our arena over here. We did the tournament. That was fine. I really need to renovate underneath it, because I got annoyed at people being underneath it. That was the thing. But, yeah, there's another thing we can go to. If we go over to, yeah, here. Here's the other thing I was up to. I built a bigger area. Blah. So yeah, I don't really know why I did this. I'm pretty sure I did this. I had some sort of plan in mind at the time, but I guess this is going to be the Battle Royale tournament when we're going to have one, or like a team-based tournament thing or something. I guess. Also, you know, there's barriers all over the place, so you can't actually get out of this place other than through the door and through the center bit there. But, yeah, I thought I'd make something like this as a big thing. I think my original, I don't know, I've not been sleeping enough lately, so, like, my memories are all jumbled between what day's what. Like, I'm pretty sure it's Wednesday today. Is it? Yeah. I mean, that means, yeah, no, Pat was drinking yesterday. Oh, yeah. My brain's all over the place today. But, either way. Yeah, I started building this thing, and I think my original plan was I was going to stream a thing, then I just never did it because I got tired. But then I actually was awake till 6 AM anyway, so I probably could have streamed, but I just didn't. It's a big mumbled mess in my head, but either way, this is an arena that we could possibly use to do a thing in... I assume it'll be if we're doing a team or a battle royale, or a team battle royale style tournament thing, then this will probably be the arena we jump over to, because it's the one with the big opening space where people can run around freely and stuff. Yay! Also, the doors, if you wonder why this bit's here, by the way, it's mainly just so if people get eliminated, they can escape, no matter where they are. Because originally my thought was I could put 4 doors on each side. Then I decided buggers to that, that's annoying, so I just put a big bit in the center, which I thought would be easier. So, that was the thing. Anyway, right, so we're currently still legendary. Now, if I could maintain legendary status until the tournament next week, aka Saturday or Sunday or, I don't know, whenever a demon comes back, I suppose, then that'd be great. I don't have any belief I'll be able to do that, though, because it'll probably vanish. But that'll be fine. By the time we reach the tournament again, my power should be up again anyway. So that'll be lovely jubbly. Right, okay, anyway, things. Limits have increased. I forgot to mention that earlier. I increased the limits. People have been saying for ages to increase limits. I increased them by 25%. aka went from 100 to 125. Everyone's been whinging, oh, put it up to 500. No, we'll kill everything really easily. Put it up to 200. No, we'll kill everything too easily. Did you see what happened with me and Demon Fused? We were absolute monsters. That's the power. If we put it the stats to 200, that's the power we'd have. Like, Fusion doubled our stats to be 200, and that's the amount of power we had. We absolutely destroyed Buhan without any bother. Really? No, I'm not putting it that high. I'll put it 125. That's still a pretty big boost because it's extra 25% power. It doesn't give anyone a distinct advantage in a tournament unless people don't max their stats. But I mean, with the training the way it is in the groups and stuff, I think everyone should be able to that needs to. But, yeah, it's bloody expensive at this point. Like, 1 point is well over 1,000 now. So, yeah, you know, I had like 300,000 TP. Yeah, it's been down. I did a little bit extra training to test some things out as well, and yeah, it's still... Oh. Anyway, I'm maxed out the points. I'm mainly also... the extra mine's handy for extra training, so that'll be beneficial. But yeah, it doesn't give anyone a distinct advantage when going in the thing. But right, anyway, back to the tournament before. I got Legendary. Now, Legendary works as it gives a 50% boost to your power when you transform and stuff. So, to note, if I go Super Saiyan 4... Oh, Dragon Ball. If I go Super Saiyan 4... it'll boost my power from the 100 stat I had to 259. Roughly 260. It's maybe 2.6 multiplier, but it goes to 259. Blah, 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 blah. So it gives a 2.6 multiplier. That is the same level of power Super Saiyan God gets. Super Saiyan Blue goes up to 3.0, which means the power would jump from 100 to 300. And Blue Evolution is 3.1, so you go up to roughly 309, 310-ish. Cool. So what Legendary does, it adds a 50% on top of that. So I went Super Saiyan 4. So it went from the 260 up to 390. Mass! Alright, that's a pretty big power, and that's way more than the 310 Super Saiyan Blue Evolution would get. Yes, that is true. It is. Except the fact people are also using Majin. Majin gives a 25% boost in power. So that boosts the 300 up to... how much extra is that? It's extra 75, so it'd be up to 375-ish. Then the 310, it'd be up to 377-ish. No, 387-ish. It'd be up to about 387 versus my 390. At that point, not really an advantage anymore, is there? No, there's not. A slight advantage, but not really much of an advantage. So, that's unfortunate. But, yeah, that's what I was facing off in the finals. But then I go one step further, so... a big reason why I lost in the finals is I tried to charge, and I did my usual strategy, basically. I power up really quick, I try and go for it. Sometimes it works. It worked in the first time, it didn't work so well here. So, a big reason for that. One, my opponent knew I was going to do that, and they reacted quickly as well, aka they powered up quickly as well, off the mark, which obviously served them well because our powers means our percentages were probably close around the same when it came to fighting. So, a lot of people are saying, like, why didn't you power up more? My opponent would have powered up as well. It probably would have balanced out, to be honest. If I was, like, 10% higher than him, I would have won, because we were one shot away from each other. So, yeah, but he was powering up too. So, the way he was reacting to me, it probably would have ended up equals that side anyway. No, my big mistake was not relying on my key attacks. Now, to be fair, I didn't really consider them because I think waves are useless in a tournament unless the person's standing still. But that doesn't mean using blasts is out of the question. Like, I think the big bang attack. I'm using shifting, you know, do that. Big bang attack. If I use that in a match, you know, it could explode and do some damage. My mistake was not using them. See, my opponent was a warrior class. Warrior classes get an extra 10% in strength and in endurance. So their score is still at 100 or 125 now. But the values they get for it is much different. So right here you can see I've got 544. I don't know where the extra 137 output's coming from. Is that what? Whatever. Anyway, my thing's at 544 as of right now. And you'd think, wait, is that? That's an extra 33%? Where's that coming from? I don't know what the extra output thing is. Is that because I've got the 50% on? Could be. I actually don't know. Alright, either way, doesn't matter. Point is, I have that 500 odd there. If you're, I'm a martial artist, I'm balanced across the board. If I was versing against a spiritualist, they'd have 10% less. So their max melee strength would probably around the 490-ish mark. My opponent was a warrior class. His power would have been an extra 54 points higher because he gets an extra 10%. That would put him up to around 600 per punch. Plus with the scythe, that's quite a bit. Then there's also the fact he gets an extra 10% in health, meaning instead of 2,000 to start with, he had 2,500. No, 2,200, sorry. To be fair, I got him below the 200. I got him below the 200 mark. So if he hadn't been a warrior class, I would have. But that's not the point. He is a warrior class, and I should have took that into account. It was silly of me not to. I went into a melee fight with someone that's better at punching than me. I didn't even do it very intelligently. The problem is because I got legendary, I just assumed I was going to be able to outpower him. No, because we just did the maths a second ago. I had a thing of 390. He had a thing of 387. But he also gets that extra 10%. Meaning that 387 also has basically another 30 on top of it. It's not actually counted that way, but it's the equivalent because of how strong he naturally is. He basically had an extra 38 over me, which means actually I was versing someone with around 425. I had no advantage going into that, and it was dumb of me to rush in. If I had used any blast whatsoever, I could have won. But, you know, what ifs, should ifs, it's one of those things. I didn't think about it. I didn't even miscalculate. I just didn't calculate anything. It was a silly, silly mistake on my part, so I'll have to do better for next time. So, yeah. Now, obviously, another way we could balance this off, if we go and pay a little visit to Babity, then we could become evil. We could sell our soul. I mean, obviously, we need to go and do some dastardly things first, like maybe kill a few Namekians, you know, to get Babity on side and all that. But, where is Babity? Oh, yeah, he's down below, isn't he? Yeah, if we spoke to him, obviously, can't do anything right now. If you ain't killed some Namekians for a bit, though, we could get ourselves into the slightly evil class. We could gain the Majin symbol, and we gain an extra 25% power. At that point, we would have way more power than anyone, especially if I keep holding that legendary status. I don't want to sell my soul to him, though. My very pride screams don't do it. Like, obviously, the fecker that actually ended up winning sold his soul and all that. He's a scrub for that, but whatever. That's his choice, you know? He just wants to sell his soul to the little gremlin. Okay, for extra power. That's on him. He clearly took his loss very well. Actually, that's not even true. He was already evil before even, we did the thing anyway. But, yeah, I don't want to sell my soul to Babity. I want to win without it. Could that be pride? Yes. I don't know. Maybe if I suffer more losses, I'll consider Babity's offer. But for now, I don't want to transform and use it. Oh. I prefer not to anyway. But I don't know. We'll see how that plan goes in the long run, I suppose. But for now, at the very least, I think just as long as I calculate things a bit better, possibly, I just aim to do better next time. To be fair, it's not even like that the one person that beat me is the only opponent I have. Like, there could be others at this point that are of around equal strength. The other people get maxed out stats. Any one of them can end up winning, because all they have to do is, you know, fight a bit better, and play a bit better, play a bit smarter, and they can end up being big opponents as well. So, I look forward to next tournament. Demon will be back. Parrot, hopefully we'll be maxed out by then, so he can actually pose a threat. And who knows, maybe Mitch will show up. Oh, God. I hate this hole! Ah! God damn this place! Where's the feck? If I got a shovel somewhere, I'm covering this fecker up. Every time I teleport, actually no, just fecking move the marker. Just move the marker. It'd be less effort than that. Just done. Just move the marker. It's fine. Ah. Alright, anyway. Oh, there's dinos over there. Ooh, there's dinos over there. Let's shoot the thing. I made a new attack, actually. Bop! Yay! Yeah, the one I directly hit doesn't drop dynamite. That's weird. I just 750. If I get Key Fist on. Ah, yes, that'd be why I do so much. This is like, I'm doing a ton there. What the hell? Yeah, okay, it's because I've got Key Fist on. Okay, that makes more sense. Key Fist ups your power a bunch. Well, assuming you've not got the scythe out. You get the scythe out, then the scythe takes that power anyway. It doesn't. Key Fist being on doesn't matter when you get the scythe out, because the scythe is essentially Key Fist. Oh. But yeah, so next tournament will probably be Saturday or Sunday. It's just a case of whenever, if Demon's back and he's ready to go on the Saturday, then we'll probably just do it Saturday. If he's not, we'll probably try and do it on the Sunday, because I like to have Demon back, because it was fun watching Demon fail, and, you know, maybe he'll do better this time. We can only hope. But we'll see. Right, but by the time we get there, assuming we go and do more stuff with Pat, we should be up to Super Saiyan Blue by then. So even if I lose God form, it shouldn't be too big a deal. Because as it stands right now, if I lose Legendary form, not saying it's impossible to win, but it'll be pretty bloody hard to win. Also, my God, Scythes are powerful. My God, we're strong right now. Ah. Feels so good to be this strong. Also, it feels weird to be an absolute massive giant. Yeah, because I put Constitution up by 25, we got even bigger, so. Oh, that's the thing. That's the thing. The training pod still works. That's not too big a deal. Still got an absolute mountain to climb when it comes to Ultra Instinct. But even I don't even know if it's worth. I don't know if Ultra Instinct's even worth it. I mean, we're going to try and get it so we can try and use it, but to use in a tournament, oh, it'd be pretty fucking hard to use it in a normal tournament. Maybe in a tournament like a survival free-for-all style tournament, maybe that could work. But yeah, like when you're just going one-on-one, or in a team-based tournament, but going just one-on-one, that would be pretty hard. It'd be pretty hard to pull off, because you need to get damaged, power down, then power back up again. You can't exactly move while you're powering up, so you need to hope your opponent just keeps missing you or something, or you have to keep jumping around and slowly powering up, because like you can jump, you can like start powering up, move, start powering. No, you can't. You can move a little bit, but you gotta. Yeah, see, like I'm currently powering up because I'm jumping. I don't get it. Like it takes. Oh, you can sort of do it, but it freezes when you're jumping. So. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Wonder what I do now, actually. That was a good fucking test. But 2,900. That wasn't that big an increase. I went from 17 to... You're wondering why I didn't do as much. It's because Keyside adds a bunch on by itself. But yeah, anyway, yes, so our powers went up to 486 now, thanks to extra 25. Powers jumped by 25%. Which everyone's will have. Everyone who's serious about things will train and get their points back up. Or they already had the points saved to put it up. I don't even know why I increased it by 25. Just people have been saying for so long to increase it. I mean, I think a big reason for it was we're now at a point in the story where, like, we're fighting against, like, some Whis and stuff. And Whis... Okay, because they're double strength mostly. But because of that, we're pretty much completely reliant on using Kaioken. Like, we have to use Kaioken and God forms. Then we also pretty much need to just avoid physical hitting them, because if you try and get physical with them, they'll murder you. I liked it when we could hit them a bit. So if I give ourselves an extra 25% so we can, like, try to hit them a bit again. Also, curiosity, if I shoot a spider in that thing, with a full power key blasty thing, what will happen? Shall we find out? I think we'll find out. How strong is this key blast? So yeah, this is a blast that I made. What the hell did I call it again? I forget. I'll check up in a minute. It's probably negative something. Anyway, 4,000. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Even just the extra little damage off the side, that's pretty good. Yeah, what attacks do I have? I didn't remake my techniques because I don't technically need. I don't need the explosive wave thing. It's not Well, I mean, I've still got negative burst, the explosive wave, but that's not the point. Like, I don't need that for training. I don't need the other ones. It's pointless. I just need the barrage. I've got the key barrage still, which I probably should rename to something else. But yeah, okay, we've got the Barry, which is the shield. I just called it Barry. I couldn't think of a name. I didn't want to just call it key shield. And I couldn't exactly call it, like, negative burst or something. That's the explosive thing. I just call it negative ball. It's a small little ball. It's a small little ball that does a load of damage when it hits. Boom. Oh, I do like my little ball of death just flying away. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, I need to incorporate more of that. Because, yeah, when you're fighting against opponents that like do physical stuff, it's better to shoot key. It's harder, because you're in a confined space with them. But it's probably a smarter plan, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes putting it into practice, I suppose. Right, okay, I'm very quickly losing all my key there. Hold on. Let's get my key back really quick. What if I shoot it over here? How much does it do right now? Is it transforming? About that much. About a quarter of what we had before. Cool. But you just shoot an arrow into that, you you bugger! How dare you? I'll teach you. You just shot an arrow and disrupt my negative ball, you son of a bitch. But maybe not a direct hit. It still does quite a bit. I'm gonna struggle next tournament, aren't I? Probably. We'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna go over to Yami for a minute. See, I've got Yami hanging out. Stop it. Bloody skeleton. Where the hell's Demon's place? There it is. Boop. There's Lord Yami. Which, by the way, okay, so everyone seems to be against Lord Yami. The biased people seem to be against that Lord Yami participating. I feel quite sad about that, because it's like, oh, because that you have double your chances. It doesn't actually help me, though. Like, okay, it could technically, but Yami's weaker than my main account. Yami's in mostly just to make up numbers. But, okay, unless I get a round where I face Lord Yami, and then I can forfeit that round and just get a bye, basically, I don't have any advantage, really. Do I? Like, it's just there. And on top of that, if he could beat an opponent, then I could have beaten them anyway. Because they weren't going to be able to beat me if they couldn't beat Yami, because Yami's weaker. So, I don't know, like, they made a big point of basically, if you see me using too. Is it though? Like, for making up numbers? Is it though? Like, sure, it's giving me another chance, but at the same time, if my main account can't do it, then Yami can't do it, so, you know. And it's not like I'm getting any higher because I've got Yami there. I'm going to get as high as I get, no matter what. The only thing would be if Yami gave me a bye, but even then, Yami had to beat opponents to get there. Unless I get Yami in the first round, I don't gain an advantage at any point. I don't know, like, it's just arguments, just so silly arguments. It just doesn't do anything. Oh, either way. I'm campaigning for Yami to be allowed into the third World Martial Arts Tournament. It feels wrong him not being there. He's one of the few Arcosians on the server. They deserve representation. And on top of that, it's just more things to do, isn't it? It's kind of funny when Yami does well. Kind of funny indeed. Plus, I love the idea of Yami, my extra account that's not even as strong, doing really well in the tournament against other folk and beating them and stuff. That would be fun. He's also a spiritualist. He's a spiritualist with no key techniques. Just to know it as well, he's even weaker. Like, Yami was going most of it. He did shoot a wave in the first tournament. But yeah, he did all that. He's not even as strong. He managed to beat gods and stuff just by sheer chance. Like, bah. But anyway, back to trainee thing. Yeah, I can't see the thing. There we go. Right, so we got 175,000 right now. So we're at 10%. So I think 10% now works. Because if we go to 25 like I was before, we're even bigger now. It's insane. Yeah, okay, so how do we use this thing in here? Because I've seen people saying about it. I might as well have a quick wee thing of it and just show how efficient this is. Now that we've got an extra 25 points in the old main stat. We shoot a barrage over there. Now, obviously, we're not wearing a weight right now. If we put a weight on, it technically would be a bit more efficient, but it breaks, so the bar. Also, are we going up? We're slightly going up. Doesn't feel... Oh, we've not really hit our strive yet, though. There we so far. Yeah, okay, I think the most efficient way of doing this... be... What the hell's happening? What are you lot doing? Technically, you might be aiming for that bit there. And yeah, just sort of holding. Yeah, now we're getting there. The quicker you're getting hit, the better you're doing. It's pretty much the science behind it. Yeah, okay, this seems a bit better. Okay, we need to put the weight on. Oh, wait, I was wondering why it wasn't going up as much. I was looking at Yami's page. Yami's not wearing a weight, that's why. So wait, what have we got to there? We got 1,000 there. If we shove there. Boop. Gingy doesn't have a problem, so stop breaking them. To be fair, I don't have a problem with people breaking them either, so... If we're talking about the pumpkins, I really don't care about them at all, as long as they stay out of my room. So, you know, it's one of those ones. Alright, if we put this on, actually, Yami, put your weight on too. It probably helps. I don't know how it helps, it probably helps. Go on, Yami. Oh yeah, it definitely helps. Yeah, even people in the other bit, if they have a weight on, it seems to affect them. I really don't understand how training grips works, fully. Like, I get it works off the mind, but it does seem to be everyone's... Every time I shoot, it seems to be each of us has a chance of getting points. It's not if I get points, the other person gets points. If I hit something, there's a chance either of us could get points. We each run our own chance. So the insanity thing in the weight boosts the chances. Which means technically, even if I don't use the weight, and Yami does, Yami can still get boosted. Yami can end up with more TP off of me training than I get. Which is kind of mental when I think about it. My god, what are we at now? 178, yeah, okay. It's way more efficient. /JRMC repair. I guess it's back up to full. And then we could do the thing again. So yeah, this is probably the most efficient train I can come up with. Yeah, I mean, can you come down for a second, clear out these things? I don't actually want to spend all day here. I just wanted to like have a quick... Now, people have been asking how these pods work. That's how. Just aim at the bit. You aim at the bit, and you're pretty much there. Also, yeah, Yami, shoot your wave thing down or something. I don't know. But... Okay, I've just sort of hit myself and not anything else. Oh, there we go. There it exploded. Good job, Yami. We are free. Whoop, whoop, whoop. The ball. Yeah, that's basically how you just sit in there, put weights on, aim at the block. Arguably, I don't know if it's exactly like yeah, I feel like if you're like put turbulence, you don't bounce about as much, aim directly at the block thing. I feel like if you're closer, it seems to work a bit better. I don't know, possibly that one's true. I'm not so certain. All I know is you want all the shadows to be warping into here, which is what they normally do. But either way, this is the most efficient train I've ever come up with, and I'm just, yeah. This is the best they can do. Also, how do I look with a turtle shell? I went over the Master Roshi's finally, how do we look? Yeah, turtle shell's not even bad, it's got a little bit popping out now. That's pretty good. It actually kind of goes with Hit's outfit a bit as well, because the coloring's like, it's slightly off, but it actually kind of goes with the outfit. Ah, okay. Take the turtle shell. Take the turtle shell. But how does it keep like with? No. Oh, it doesn't dip if you do it that way. Cool. That doesn't look bad either, to be honest. Man, I need to take the weight off it. Question: can I actually move? Curiosity: can I actually move under 5,000 weights if I power up max? Surely not. Surely, like my strength level's at 500. So surely this shouldn't work, right? Let's have a go and find out. I can kind of go. Let's go a step further. Kaioken! Oh, by the way, alright, that was another thing. People were saying, why don't you go Kaioken during the tournament? Yeah, so Kaioken's good, don't get me wrong. Ooh, or we can kind of move, not very quickly. Yeah, 5,000 weights is still 5,000 weights. Kaioken's good, sure, but it comes with its own list of issues of things that could go wrong with it. So, for people that are watching, and I might have seen, when I was fighting as Yami, a lot of opponents tried to use Kaioken on me. And Yami was obviously a lot weaker, so him getting in a fight with someone with Kaioken, Yami doesn't have Kaioken, just to note. It was basically like a big chancey thing. So, Yami's strategy at that point became, keep dodging around them, keep shooting blasts from a distance and stuff at them. He's a spiritualist, it makes logical, perfect sense. Obviously, people got a bit annoyed at that, but to be fair, a lot of dates anyway, because you are using Kaioken, then not hitting your target. Yeah, if you use Kaioken and don't hit anyone, you're just losing health at that point. So it's not really helpful, it's just hurting you. And on top of that, sure, I could use Kaioken, but unless I go full power with it, which means I need to stand there and power up for a bit, then, you know, I'm just at that point, I'm taking damage and my opponent's hitting me. So it's going to probably balance itself back out again anyway. Like, sure, I'll take a bit less damage because my defense goes up with it, but I don't know. It feels like a risky strategy. It could be good if you know you're going to hit, if you're locked on maybe. But again, locking on has its own league of issues because you could end up fecking running out their ring and stuff, which is basically what I did during that one round, which, yeah, okay, that round's still up for thing. To be fair, normally if it was any other point, when it comes to everything like that kind of decision where it's like someone felt like that person died, if we don't know the answer straight away, normally we just say rematch. I don't know why so much detail get looked into that. That was its own issue. Obviously, people know bits get cut out of that and because it wasn't fun. It was its own thing. Stop asking why it get cut. It just kind of shows you just looking to see if it was like, oh, it says a lot about you when you're looking for basically fights and stuff. Put it that way. But anyway, right. So, but typically we just rematch those types of things, and that would be the end of it. So that's what ended up having to happen because there was even looking at it now, I still can't get an answer. I've looked at my own side of the footage and slowed it down. I still can't be 100% sure. Because of the way, like, the animations and stuff goes, it's hard to tell when exactly I'm falling, when exactly hit with... I don't know, it's one of those ones. But locking on, basically, there's a chance you're going to at the ring by accident because you have to be very aware of your surroundings. Now, if your opponent's jumping back, you could suddenly zoom out back as well. It's risky in its own way, so... use it on risk, that one. God damn. But yeah, unless you're locked on, though, Kaioken has a bigger risk as well because your opponent's jumping a lot, which they normally do. You're going to have a much harder time hitting them. So, yeah, that's why I don't normally use Kaioken in tournaments. It's risky. It's a high risk, high reward strategy. But if you're not, if you're not lucky, then you're not skilled, then you're gonna pay the price for, aren't you? Oh. Plus I had legendaries, I didn't even need it last tournament anyway. Would have been handy in the finals though, it turns out. But no matter. Right. Well, hopefully if anyone's watching the planning to partake in the tournament, hopefully the little training bit there helped. Because I don't know, I've just seen people asking how to do training stuff. That's how. That's the most efficient way. Get your mind up, preferably first. Then, just train loads. When it comes to actual fighting, yeah, probably consider what opponent you're fighting against. If you're fighting against a warrior, you probably don't want to go into fisticuffs with them directly. Especially, yeah, locking on against a person using fisticuffs and getting really close in. That does not end well, because if you get close in, you're within their striking range all the time. Well, you may do lots of hits. They can as well, plus they can lock on easier. Where is scary? Spiritualists, you want to get close into them, because they're more feeble. They're weaker. They can't do as well up close. Makes sense to charge them and stuff. And martial artists, take your pick. It depends on the martial artist, I suppose. Alright, anyway though, I think for today, we'll call it a day there. So it's mostly just a little reflecting back on the whole situation. Some little things have changed. We've upped the power and stuff. I can't really continue the story and stuff yet because I'm still waiting on the others. Preferably, we want to wait on Demon. Demon doesn't get back till Saturday. So it's a case now I'm waiting on Pat. Who knows if he's planning the stream, and maybe we'll do more of the story then. Hopefully, yeah, but we need to do the bit. We need to do Golden Frieza before the next tournament, though. We need to get Super Saiyan Blue unlocked, because if we lose Legendary, that's the only way we're going to be able to keep up with everyone. So, yeah. But as it stands right now, I'm not selling my soul to Babidi. I'll probably reconsider that decision once we get to the actual day of the tournament and stuff, and we see who's there. But for now, at least, we'll not worry about it. Also, there's another lookout, but looks half built. I think he's found the arena. That'll be a fun one. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing with that tournament. Like that, we've got the regular Super Dragon Ball Z Martial Arts tournament. That arena, I don't know what we're planning to do with that. Well, that'll be its own little event thing, or what. So, but we'll see how that goes. But right, anyway, people, though, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully, I'll see you all come the weekend for another tourney mod. Hopefully, we can reclaim our title, or at the very least, one of us can reclaim a title. Like, Pat should be maxed out by then because they're training. Demon should be back. If he doesn't fumble it again, maybe he'll do better. Maybe one of us will win. Also, maybe we'll do something with that other thing. Actually, well, yeah, let us know. Let us know, actually. I've got that other big wide arena. What would you rather see? Would you rather see a battle royale? Would you rather see, like, maybe a group fight type things where, like, we go in, like, sets of 4 or something? So it's like, it's not just one-on-ones. It's like maybe, like, four-man, or fatal 4-way sort of things. And we go rounds in 4s or 3s or something. Or would you rather see teams, or would you rather see team battle royales where it's like there's 3 or 4 teams in? Let us know in the comments what's the type of event you'd like to see there, because you get the little arena built there, so do something else with it and have a bit of fun with that and have an RE reward and things. So, yeah, let us know what you think. Right, anyway though, people, thank you for watching. See you next time for more of the Super Dragon Blood C, where hopefully we'll be advancing in the story and finally get to Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan modes. Or, if we're really lucky, Legendary Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan modes. That's not actually a thing, but I'm Legendary and get the forms. Should I apply the boost onto them too? That'd feel wrong. But I could do it. But it feels wrong. But I could do it! Something to think about. Right, anyway, thank you for watching. See you next time for more of this. Go! Bye, everybody! Also, just want to say a quick thank you to all of the channel members for the extra support, and a special thank you and shout out to our elite members, the joining members Dion, Joshua M, Austin Quinsonberry, The Trickster, Golddragon, Ice Prince Chris, Meatlocker Yeti, Onion and Leo Lalonde, and our ANBU members, Epic Chris 07, Robert Scimeca, Eragon, Crust, Shadow Wolf, and Marquis Moss. Thank you all very much for the extra awesome support. But